Yo, what up, everybody? I'm gonna give a couple seconds, let some people get in here. Yeah, but Elimination Chamber, I'm just getting my notes all set up. The Elimination Chamber just went off the air. Whew. Let me guys know what you guys thought of the show. All right, hold up. Let me just get my notes. Let me just tweet out that we are live. Hold up, I'm just tweeting this out real quick and we will get started. You guys see your noise in the background? It's because I have the All-Star game playing. I'm watching the All-Star game and doing the review at the same time. So just letting you guys know. But we are going to talk about the Elimination Chamber. I want you guys to tell me, guys, real quick in the comment section or in the stream, wherever you are. Tell me, guys, what was your how did you think of tonight's show? Because it definitely wasn't a bad show. Definitely wasn't a bad show. All right, I just tweeted out. Now let's get this going. Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Fitzbone TV here, aka Gino133, and I'm back with another video on the channel for y'all today. Tonight, I am here with WWE Elimination Chamber review and results. And yeah, the Elimination Chamber just concluded. It feels weird because I'm sitting here and it's not even 10:30 and I'm recording a review. All right. And all right, it feels weird for a couple reasons. All right, I usually do all my reviews on the Legit Shoot podcast with my boy Moose, but Moose no longer watches WWE. So, I guess for now I'm back to doing reviews by myself, and it's kind of sad, but there's nothing I can do about that. Also, a WWE pay per view that ended before 10:30. All right, Elimination Chamber went a little bit over 3 hours. Most WWE pay-per-views are close to 4. So the fact that it only went a little over an hour, incredible. All right. And, a little over 3 hours. Good time for a pay-per-view. All right. We're not here recording reviews at 1 a.m. in the morning. All right. We can just record right now and get it out for you guys. But Elimination Chamber tonight, it just concluded and a lot happened. And I can honestly sit here and say that it wasn't a bad show. It was a pretty good pay-per-view. All right, there's two big things that's happened that made this a successful pay-per-view in my eyes. At first, we had the women's tag team champions, Elimination Chamber, the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber, and we had that fantastic finish with Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan. And I got a lot I want to say about that. All right, so let's waste no more time. So the way the show started, we start off with the women's elimination chamber, and remember we had 2 elimination chamber matches set for the show. So I knew one was going to start the show and one was going to finish the show. All right, and by everything we thought, they started off the show with the women's elimination chamber match. All right. And we had the Riot Squad, we had Boston Hug Connection, we had Fire and Desire, aka Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, we had the Iconics, we had Nia Jackson, Tamina, and Naomi and Carmella. And this took up almost the entire first hour of the show. All right, it took up like the first 50 minutes. And it wasn't a bad match. The problem with this match, there was a couple reasons. The two main problems with this match was the Iconics and Nia Jax and Tamina. All right. They both really, really annoyed me and pissed me off during the show or during the match itself. All right. The match started off with Sasha Banks and Bayley going up against Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. The Iconics No, not the Iconics. The Riot Squad came in third, and the Iconics came in fourth. There was a huge imbalance because you had 4 heel teams and 2 babyface teams. All right, and when the Iconics came out, all right, it really pissed me off because half the time all they were doing was screaming. All right, they were screaming. Just, and when they came in, they tried pinning everybody. All right, all the teams were down. Nobody got eliminated until Nia Jax and Tamina came in. All right. And when the Iconics came in, all they did was basically they tried to pin everybody in the ring, and unsuccessfully, of course. And then they started screaming. Then they actually put in some offense on these teams, and then after that, after that, um, they kept going for pins, and they just didn't work. They were just invalid. They just weren't successful at all. All right. And at the end, Nia Jax and Tamina come in. All you see is the Iconics run into the chambers, trying to run from Nia Jax and Tamina. When Nia Jax and Tamina do, they basically force their way out, or they basically force the chamber pot open to get to Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, and they do a double Samoan drop to eliminate the Iconics from the match. I believe that was the first elimination, if I am. Yeah, I believe that was the first elimination. Then I believe actually no, that was not the first elimination. That was the second elimination. The first elimination was Naomi and Carmella, because Naomi was going up against Mandy Rose, and basically the Icons came from behind and they pulled a fast one, catching Naomi by surprise. 1, 2, 3. Naomi and Carmella got eliminated. WWE community, and it was like Amy Polinsky, the wife of Corey Graves. All right, they share like 3 children, 2 daughters, 1 boy, and the story going around is that she believes, and she's now getting a divorce or a separation with Corey Graves. She believes that Corey has been having an affair with Carmella, and it was talked a lot about during the match on Twitter, because everyone was like, Corey Graves was like saying a lot of bad stuff about Sasha and some of the other competitors in the match, like, oh, Sasha's gonna betray Bayley, and everyone on Twitter was posting, yeah, Sasha will betray Bayley the same way that you betrayed your wife by sleeping with Carmella. Even though Carmella and Corey have, neither one has confirmed anything happened between them. Carmella has not said anything about it. Corey denied it, but it is what it is. But that was an interesting point to see in the match. Also, what happened? Basically, after Carmella and Naomi got eliminated, I talked about it. The Iconics got eliminated, and then that left the Riot Squad, the Boston Connection, and Sonya Deville and Mandy. So how the next team to go was the Riot Squad. Nia Jax did a Samoan drop from the second rope on to Liv Morgan. 1, 2, 3. They're eliminated. But I knew Nia Jax and Tamina were going to eliminate teams. I thought they were going to come in and eliminate all 4 teams. And it would just be, all 3 teams. And it would just be them, Sasha, and Bayley at the end. But they came in, they only eliminated 1 team, I believe. And after that, the way Nia Jax got eliminated, or Nia Jax and Tamina, Nia Jax was going to try to spear Bayley into one of the pods. All right. But at the last second, I'm not sure. Bayley sidestepped. I don't know if Sasha puts Bayley out of the way or Bayley just dodged on her own. But Nia Jax goes for it and then actually spears herself into the pod. She crashes and it basically knocks her out, leaving Tamina all alone. And basically what happens is Tamina gets eliminated, leaving just Sasha and Bayley and Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. This was pretty good. The last 6 minutes of this match really picked up for the slow start to the match. Because I said before, Nia Jax, Tamina, and the Iconics really were really the only down points of this match. The crowd was behind, the competitors were behind it, other than those 2 teams I mentioned before. It was a spot near the end of this match which I really loved. I believe it was Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville is on the top of one of the pods, all right? And then Sasha Banks is going after her. And one of the things that's one of the selling points of this match was Sasha Banks' right arm being injured. And she has the tape on her shoulder because she's not 100% healthy, even though she was cleared to compete for the match. Even though I personally believe she's not really injured, she's just doing it to sell. But Sasha Banks goes after Sonya Deville on top of one of the chamber pods, and then Bailey follows. And immediately Michael Cole mentioned it, and I thought about it right away. All right. You remember last year? What happened last year in the WWE Raw Women's Championship match at Elimination Chamber? What happened? Alexa Bliss was on top of one of the pods. You had Bailey and Sasha going after her. It looked like they were going to double team Alexa Bliss, take her out, and then decide the winner between themselves. Well, we all remember what happened. Sasha Banks instead kicks Bailey off of the pod, and a lot of people thought it was Sasha turning heel. She didn't turn heel, but basically it established for the better part of the summer of WWE where Sasha Banks and Bailey, 1 week they're friends, 1 week they're enemies. All right. A lot of people wonder. Corey Graves was like, "Oh my God, Sasha Banks is going to do it again. She's going to turn on Bailey again." And it was a good part. It was a good part because it's bringing WWE history and it's actually tying together with what's going on in the match. And I really enjoyed that. So what happens is, Bailey got sent flying. I don't remember what. I don't remember if it was Sonya or Manny. Bailey got sent flying, I believe, she went headfirst into one of the pods, and that knocked her out, leaving Sasha to fight alone. And remember, Sasha was injured with the tape on her arm. She gets in the ring, and her and Sonya are going at it. She goes for the bank statement. All right, she puts Sonya in perfect position for the bank statement, but she can't apply it fully because of her injured arm. So what she does is she basically bends Sonya back and does some really amazing transitions. She transitions from the base statement into some amazing new submission. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's Sasha's new move or what it was. It was the heat of the moment, so I didn't really analyze it too much. But it was a great transition, and basically it led to Sonya Deville tapping out, letting Sasha Banks get the victory, making Sasha and Bailey the Boston Hug Connection your inaugural WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. I was screaming. If you guys saw the live reaction stream, my reaction was priceless. I was so happy to see Sasha and Bailey get the win. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was great storytelling. And Sasha Banks and Bailey were actually crying in the middle of the ring. And I was crying with them. All right. You could see the passion on their faces. And then finally, everything made sense. All the drama that Sasha Banks and Bailey had in 2018. All right. The frenemies, one day being best friends, another day being enemies. It all finally paid off with Sasha and Bailey becoming the inaugural women's champions. They deserve it. After all of 2018, Sasha Banks only had one championship match all year. Bailey had one championship match all year. After being basically put to the side, so people like Alexa Bliss and Ronda Rousey were the ones at the top of the division. After being basically ignored, being put in worthless and stupid tag team matches each and every week against the Riot Squad and Absolution and all that. All right. After all that time, all right, I had to check a text. But after all that time, all right, we finally see a payoff. Sasha Banks and Bailey win and become the tag team champions. And what I say, I'm happy. The only thing, I just need one more thing to happen. I need them to defend the title successfully. No matter if that's tomorrow night on Raw or Fastlane or WrestleMania. Sasha Banks and Bailey, should be the ones to hold those titles for most of this year. I don't know what's going to happen with the whole superstar shakeup. I don't know who they should defend the titles to at Fastlane or at Mania. All right. There's rumors saying they could bring back Trish Stratus and Lita, or there's also rumors saying that they could bring back the Bella Twins. I'm not saying I'm against it. As long as Sasha Banks and Bailey successful hold those titles for most of this year, I'll be happy. All right. Because you want to now that they are the champions, let's make them look important. Let's not have them be like the other tag team championships in the WWE. Let's not make them look like hot potato titles. Nah. All right. You've built this up. You saw the emotion on Sasha and Bailey's face. All right. They believe in the women's division. And I saw a cool stat on Instagram. The four horsewomen, so that's Sasha, Bailey, Charlotte, and Becky. They've been the ones who win all of the inaugural women's championships during this era in the modern day WWE. So the Raw Women's Championship, remember Charlotte won that at WrestleMania a couple years ago. I believe it was WrestleMania 31. Did you WrestleMania? No, it was WrestleMania 32. WrestleMania 32. Becky won the SmackDown Women's Championship, the first ever SmackDown Women's Championship back at Backlash in 2016, and now you have Sasha and Bailey winning the Sasha and Bailey. Yeah, actually, Moose texted me. He actually texted me after the match, and it sucks, man, because Moose these days, every time I text him about something WWE, he just tells me he doesn't care, and it sucks because we used to always talk WWE, and now the guy, he's not even watching, he's not even following, he has no idea basically what's going on. Like, he texted me, he was like, "Oh, watch Sasha and Bailey lose those tag team titles," and it kind of hurt me that he said that, because there is a legit chance that could happen, but hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully WWE doesn't make the mistake. All right, Bailey and Sasha have worked too hard. All right, too hard for just to get to where they are. Man, I don't know why. I should. Maybe I'll wear these the whole review. I don't know. I should have put these on the beginning, but I'm just so happy for Sasha and Bailey, man. They deserve it. Let's just see now. Now that they've won the titles, now it's time to build up the titles. Sasha and Bailey are the perfect team to build up those titles and make them look important. They should hold those titles for most of this year, going up against you can do difference against the Iconics, against Nia and Tamina, against the Bella Twins, against Trish Stratus and Lita, and Naomi and Carmella. There's a lot of different teams you can do. Make those titles look important. All right, you've done everything that finally makes Sasha and Bailey look relevant again, and now you can't waste this. I'm so happy that Sasha Banks and Bailey are champions. Let's just hope it lasts. Very happy. But I loved also how all the teams, this is a quick side note, all the teams had matching ring gear. They had matching ring gear, kind of making them, symbolize and look actually like a team. All right, and Sasha Banks and Bailey, their actual ring gear, which we all know Sasha Banks' husband, Mikaze, we all know he actually designed their ring gear. And the ring gear they had tonight matched the women's tag team titles, which I absolutely loved. All right, but other than that, great way to start the show. Love this, Sasha Banks and Bailey. Is this the best moment of Sasha Banks' career? Because you guys know I believe Sasha Banks is the best female wrestler in the world. It's debatable. Maybe it is. I could argue her NXT championship win or her first Raw Women's title win was better, but that's a debate for another day. I'm just happy. I'm ecstatic actually. That Sasha Banks and Bailey are the first ever women's tag team titles. All right, and if I want to go to WrestleMania. I haven't made a decision if I'm going. I think I'm most likely will be going to WrestleMania, but one of my dreams would see Sasha Banks and Bailey walk in to WrestleMania as champions and walk out. That would be one of the happiest moments in my entire life of being a wrestling fan if we got to see that. But man, oh man, great start to the show. Sasha Banks and Bailey, tag team champions. Great job. Next up, we had the SmackDown tag team championship match between the Usos and the Miz and Maurice. And before this match happened, Miz came out. He had a microphone, and first off, he congratulated Sasha and Bailey for becoming the first ever women's tag team champions, which I enjoyed. And he also announced, that Maurice and him, and Maurice actually came out Maurice and him are having their second child. All right, which is great for him. I hope him and Maurice, you know, well, Sasha just tweeted. I hope him and Maurice are happy, and I hope their family grows. I don't know, boy or girl, whatever it is. I believe they already they have one child. I believe it's a girl, if I'm right. I believe their first child is a girl. Maybe he'll get a boy and he'll become a wrestler one day. And maybe he'll be as awesome as the Miz. See what I did there? But afterwards, Shane came out, and then the Usos came out. And this was a good match. It was a good match. It started a little bit slow at the beginning, but it really picked up in the last 5 to 6 minutes, kind of like the women's tag team title match. And, there was, Shane did his normal stuff, and I really love how, Shane wrestles in the ring. He has a very unique style to him that works for him, all right, especially at his age to do what he does. Shane hit coast to coast on I forget. I believe it was Jimmy Uso. All right, and there was a lot of talk. If one of the things that happened is Jimmy Uso, which I believe, Jimmy Uso, who is Naomi's husband, he was arrested this weekend after he had an altercation with, I believe, a police officer who he believed was, saying stuff to his wife. I don't have all the details on it, but WWE did report a statement saying the Usos. Because remember, just last year, I believe, last year, Jay Uso got arrested. And both are still with the company. The Usos, in my opinion, are one of the best tag teams of all time. All right, I'm not saying they're the best, but they're definitely up there, top 10, maybe even top 5. And, Shane hits coast to coast. I believe it was Jimmy Uso, and he was going for coast to coast on the other Uso, Jay, in the corner, but I saw it coming from a million miles away. Jay got up, he hit a super kick, and then he went for the Uso splash, hit that 1-2. Miz breaks it up. Then on the outside, Miz breaks apart one of the he starts ripping apart the announce table, and basically Shane does an elbow to the heart on Jay Uso. Then in the middle of the ring, Miz and Jimmy are going at it, and basically Miz hits a skull crush finale, and basically as he goes for the 1, 2, 3, at the last second, Jimmy reverses it, and he rolls up Miz. 1, 2, 3, new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I'm always getting calls when I'm recording. But yes, new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And I got very excited to see this. I was very happy because you guys know Usos are my favorite tag team in the WWE. One of my dream matches is Undisputed Era and the Usos. I wish we could get that Mania, but Undisputed Era, they're not going to get called up by that time. Hopefully at SummerSlam this year, we'll get the Usos versus Undisputed Era. That would be freaking awesome. But either way, I really enjoyed this match. When I first saw it, a lot of us happened because it was it was basically a toss-up if the Usos were going to win this match or the Miz and Shane were going to win this match. And this is a problem because the SmackDown Tag Team Championships do have a lot of hot potatoing to them. The reason why I say that is because, the New Day had the titles, and then the Bar had won the titles late last year. They held that for a couple months. And then Shane and Miz won it just like 3 weeks ago at the Rumble, and now here we are with the Usos. All right. And definitely, hopefully, the Usos walk into WrestleMania this year as champions. I don't know who they're gonna face. They could do another multi-man match like they did last year. They could do so many stuff. But we'll have to wait and see. But when they started, I first thought they're setting up for Miz versus Shane. They could have easily had Miz turn heel on Shane, but it was because it was the Miz's fault. He got rolled up. Shane was going through a table. All right, he had nothing to do with the finish of this match. And it could be easy just to say, all right, we'll get a rematch between Miz and Shane and the Usos, but WWE no longer does rematch clauses. But Shane could easily give the team a rematch clause if he wants. he has the power to easily do that. We'll have to see. Maybe they'll set a rematch for Fastlane. I don't know. I could definitely see them doing this match again at Fastlane and then having the Usos retain and then something happening in that the set of Miz versus Shane at Mania. At the end of the day, I don't really care for Miz at Shane at Mania, to be honest with you. If you want to keep them as a tag team, fine. All right, that's that. They're a pretty decent tag team. They're not bad at all. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see where WWE goes with this. I'm happy that the Usos won. I'm just trying to think more down the road towards Mania because with all the new champions we saw tonight, you can definitely see WWE is getting things set up for WrestleMania, and it's gonna be in here. I just don't know who the Usos are gonna defend the titles against at Mania, but we will have to wait and see when the time comes. All right. Also, I saw people on Twitter tweeting the hashtag AEW, the AEW effect. All right, the Revival winning the Raw tag team titles on Monday, and now the Usos do it because there's been a lot of rumors that AEW has been interested in both teams, and people on Twitter were tweeting that WWE. The only reason why WWE had these two teams win tag team gold is because they were scared that AEW was gonna take these teams away. Maybe there is some truth to that. I'm not sure, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna really look into that too much because at the end of the day, the Revival and the Usos are the two perfect teams to hold on to the tag team gold in WWE and walk in the Mania as champions. All right. It doesn't get much better than the Revival being Raw tag team titles champions. Excuse me, then the Revival being Raw Tag Team Champions and the Usos being SmackDown Tag Team Champions. It doesn't get much better than that. I freaking love it. Next up, we had Finn Balor. Finn Balor against Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush in a 2-on-1 handicap match for the Intercontinental Championship. And, a little caveat, they did a little backstage interview with the two before the match, and they kept asking Bobby, are you worried that Leo can, you could lose your championship by, just by Leo being the one to get pinned? And they kept emphasizing that, like, hey, if Finn Balor's gonna win, he's gonna win it by pinning Leo, all right, and not by being Bobby. All right, and I said in my prediction video that Finn Balor would win this match because of Lio Rush. All right, your Bobby Lashley, the guy has no charisma. He hasn't done anything with the IC Championship in the month and a half he's held it. All right, the title looks good on him because he has a good physique and all that, but at the end of the day, it just doesn't fit him. All right, he's just not the guy for the job. Finn Balor was perfect. And this is the first title Finn Balor has won since the 2016 SummerSlam when he won the Universal Championship. And I was very happy to see that tonight. The way this match happened, Finn Balor hit the coup de grace on Leo 1, 2, 3. And Bobby was shocked that Leo actually cost him the IC Championship. I don't know who Finn Balor should defend the title again. I'm just saying this right now. It definitely shouldn't be Finn Balor. I mean, it definitely shouldn't be Bobby Lashley. He has showed nobody anything. Fans were actually chanting Trashly. Like, hey, WWE, get a hint. Bobby Lashley, if anything, if he's going to be on Mania, he's going to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, if anything. All right, the guy does not deserve a singles match, let alone a championship match. I'd rather see Jinder fucking Mahal against Finn Balor at WrestleMania for the IC Championship than Bobby Lashley. And you guys know how much I can't stand Jinder fucking Mahal. Case closed. But I'm very happy that Finn Balor won the IC Championship. I'm just saying this right now. I'm going to keep saying this until we get up to Mania. I better see the Demon at WrestleMania. There are things they can do. I believe, maybe you could do. Kevin Owens is set to return in about a month. He said last week that in about 1 month he'll be returning. Hey, why don't you do Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens for the IC Championship at Mania? I wouldn't mind seeing that. Or you could do Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. I don't think Sami Zayn's going to be ready for Mania by that time. but you never know. If he is healthy enough, you could do that. Yeah, you know what I mean? I just want to see the Demon at WrestleMania, to be honest. We have to see the Demon no matter what. No matter what. What else? What else? What was next after this? We had the Raw Women's Championship. Ronda Rousey against Ruby Riott. This match was announced 2 weeks ago, and we all knew that there was no chance in how Ruby Riott was going to win this match. Zero chance in 1,000 years. All right, but Ruby Riott got buried tonight. Absolutely buried. And before the match, they showed the promo, or showed how last week on Raw, how Charlotte was announced to be Becky's replacement for Mania, because Vince McMahon personally suspended Becky for 60 days, and she would no longer be at Mania. So what they did is they had Charlotte come out. She gave a promo before the match, talking about how life is great and how no matter who's he faces at Mania, she's going to be the main event and she is going to walk out as Raw Women's Champion. So Ruby Riott comes out, and Ronda Rousey came out, and she looked like a badass tonight. Absolute badass. What happened is she came out, and she had a Sonya Blade outfit on. You guys don't know Sonya Blade. She is one of the characters in Mortal Kombat. She's a pretty iconic character in the Mortal Kombat series. A lot of gamers like myself know who she is. And actually, in Mortal Kombat, the new Mortal Kombat X video game that's coming out this year, Ronda Rousey is the voice actor for Sonya Blade. So see, not only is she promoting the game itself, but she's promoting her love for the character. And her outfit was absolutely amazing. Also, Ronda Rousey barely had any makeup on tonight. All right. One problem that I've had with Ronda Rousey is that every time she comes out, especially on pay-per-views, WWE forces her with her makeup. Like, she's a badass. There's a reason why we call her the baddest woman on the planet. There's a reason why she was such a beast in UFC, and she's one of the best UFC fighters of all time. The first woman introduced into the UFC into the UFC Hall of Fame. Like, hello? Why you gotta make her look like a clown? She's not a diva. She is a fighter. And WWE, I hope after tonight they don't make her look like a clown. Ronda looked incredible tonight. She looked incredible. Her outfit, her face, like that's the way Ronda Rousey looked, and she was serious. All right, she came down. She didn't have that usual face when she comes out all smiley. I loved it. She came up serious. She gave a couple high fives to the crowd, which I have no problem with. But she wasn't all the way smiley. She was serious during the match, and she defeated Ruby Riott in less than 3 minutes. And I know I don't care at the end of the day. I don't really care about Ruby Riott. I don't care about the Riott Squad. But Ruby Riott is a decent fighter. She's a decent performer. All right, she's one of the better performers in the entire women's division. But she got buried tonight. All right, she kept talking. You got buried in 3 minutes. I don't even think Ruby got 1 inch of offense in. All right, it was basically hip toss, and basically armbar. That was pretty much it. There wasn't much that happened. But Ronda does the armbar on Ruby Riott, and she basically tapped out in like 6 seconds. Just like that. And the match was over. Match was over. Afterwards, Charlotte comes into the ring and she's staring down Ronda. And all of a sudden, Ronda, she's looking in the crowd, and I knew right away it was Becky. And a little side note, they showed a clip before the match of WWE Live, the live event that happened in Louisiana last night. And basically it was Asuka and Charlotte fighting. And it was like a no disqualification match. Charlotte was hitting Asuka with the Kimbo stick. And hey, you forget that Asuka's champion, right? Asuka, that's the first time I've seen Asuka in weeks. All right, in weeks. But you see Charlotte going up against Asuka, and what you see also is then Becky come out of the crowd to attack Charlotte. Comes out of the crowd, attacks Charlotte. but it looks like she got injured. Her leg in the process it looked like it may have got hyperextended. I don't know. But then, going back to what happened tonight, Ronda's staring down, and then you see Becky coming through the crowd in like a gray and orange jumpsuit, and she's on crutches. First off, I have a major problem with this. Major problem. And a lot of people compare Becky Lynch to Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm also guilty of that. I kind of want to take even Stone Cold Steve Austin himself. A couple of days ago, I saw this on Bleacher Report. Stone Cold was asked on some kind of, I believe it was a radio show, what his thoughts on Becky Lynch's gimmick and similarities he's seen between his gimmick back in the Attitude Era and Becky's gimmick today. Becky Lynch's gimmick, all right, is nowhere close to what Stone Cold Steve Austin did. All right, she does have similarities to Stone Cold, but she has been, and she never will be anywhere close to the level that Stone Cold Steve Austin is. Stone Cold Steve Austin was back in his prime. All right, I just want to get that clear. I'm getting phone calls while I'm recording. Hold on, let me just take care of this real quick. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. So basically, Becky comes out. If you want to make Becky look like badass, she should be coming in. I don't know, like Stone Cold. He would come in on trucks, monster vehicles, basically anything. All right, just check on YouTube Stone Cold's craziest moments. Becky hasn't done anything close to that. You see, like every week now, she's just coming through the crowd. And first of all, if she's suspended, one thing they would show when Stone Cold got suspended all the time by Vince McMahon, whenever he was not supposed to be in the arena, no matter if he was fired or whatever, all right, no matter what happened, they would show footage of Stone Cold arriving to the arena and security trying to stop him, and they would not. Because that's how badass Stone Cold Steve Austin was. It's one of the reasons why he's my favorite wrestler, and in my opinion, the greatest wrestler of all time. All right. Becky Lynch comes out. She's coming through the crowd. I'm listening to like, wait, if she's suspended, why is there no effort to get her out of the ring? Why is there no effort to get her out of the arena? She doesn't even have a ticket to be there. She doesn't even have a ticket to be in the crowd, to be in the audience. All right. Where is WWE security to stop her? She's suspended, right? It's a great job making her look suspended because she's doing the same thing each and every week. She's coming through the crowd, no matter if it's on crutches or not, and she's acting like she's suspended. When, to be honest, it doesn't look like she's suspended at all. It's honestly, it looks kind of stupid, if you ask me. And I actually like Becky Lynch. I feel like they're taking this whole Becky Lynch thing and they're trying to, they think they can do whatever they want and get away with anything they want with Becky. And as long as Becky's getting cheered, it doesn't matter. They can make Becky look as stupid as they want, but as long as the crowd is cheering for Becky, it doesn't matter. WWE can get away with anything they want when it comes to Becky Lynch. And it's starting to piss me off a little bit. It really is. It's getting annoying. And I don't want to get to the point where I dislike Becky Lynch because I really enjoy her. She's one of my favorite female wrestlers after Sasha and Ronda. All right, she's right up there. But no, it's starting to piss me off what they're doing with Becky. There really is. So what happens is Becky comes into the ring and she stared down Charlotte and Ronda, and then she takes one of her crutches and she starts beating Charlotte all over it. Starts beating it. And Ronda's just, sitting there in the corner with a nice little grin on her face, like, all right. And then after Becky's finally done beating the crap out of Charlotte, she gives the other crutch to Ronda. And like, hey, you want to get in on this? Like, she's the one, like, hey, Ronda, she's the one that ruined our match at Mania, our potential main event. So why don't we get some payback? As Ronda's about to hit Charlotte with the crutch from behind, Becky starts hitting Ronda in the back. And the thing about it is, afterwards, you could see the welts and the marks that Becky, left all over Ronda's back. All right, those were real shots. All right, and afterwards, that's when WWE medical staff, and then that's when they escorted Becky out of the arena. and she has her arms looking like she's about to get arrested. Basically, it was very symbolic, and she's smiling, and it's very symbolic to the same way Stone Cold Steve Austin looked when he got arrested, when Vince McMahon had him arrested and thrown out of the arena. Same way. I'm telling you right now, Becky Lynch, she has similarities to Stone Cold, but she's nowhere near Stone Cold Steve Austin the way he was in the Attitude Era. I'm sorry. And I feel like WWE's trying to force something that's not there. All right? Not there. You want to make us believe, because we all know this is leading towards a triple threat with Becky, Ronda, and Charlotte. We all know that's where this is going. But hey, WWE, stop looking for reasons to bring Becky on television every single week. We don't need her there each and every week. We really don't. I feel like we still have 2 more months till WrestleMania, about 7 more weeks till Mania. All right. If WWE keeps doing this each and every week, because Becky's suspended, and I don't know WWE's plans, if they plan, have Becky unsuspended before Mania, or so be at Mania still. I don't know what's the plan there. I don't know at all. But at the end of the day, the way that WWE is going with this, it getting to the point now that they're gonna make Becky Lynch they're gonna make us not want to see Becky Lynch, or at least some of us. All right, because I know the crowd, Becky's over, and she's like nothing can take her down. But it's gonna get to the point now where people gonna start saying, "I'm starting to get ignored of Becky Lynch." If you want to make us believe she's suspended, keep her off television for a month. Keep her off television for a couple weeks. We don't need to see her each and every week if she's suspended. We don't. Stop looking for reasons to bring her on the show. I heard they're doing like a Charlotte Flair birthday thing in a couple weeks. That would have been a perfect time to bring Becky Lynch back. You want her to, sneak on the show. You want her to sabotage, sneak onto WWE television when she's suspended. Wait till then. There was no need. There was really no need for Becky to beat her tonight. And to be honest, some people are saying, "Oh yeah, it was awesome." It wasn't even that awesome. It really wasn't. All right, they could have done far better, and it's way too early. Becky just got suspended. Like, what is she gonna show up tomorrow night? I wouldn't be surprised if WWE finds some other reason. If you want to make us believe Becky's actually suspended, you gotta make it look real. You can't have her just sneak into the arena. No security goes up to her. She could be any other fan. She could be anybody. You can't do that. You can't do that at all. I love Becky Lynch, but if this is the way they're gonna go, they're gonna make Becky go stale really quick, in my opinion, really quickly. Next up, we had Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin in a no disqualification match. I did not care for this match at all. This was my pre-break. This is what I went to get some food. All right, I said this in the chamber preview prediction show. Strowman, man, at this point, Braun Strowman, he's starting to get to the point slowly where he's getting to get off my TV, territory. The guy has fallen so much since they turned him heel. All right, and part of this is WWE's fault for turning him heel. He should have never been turned heel. But at this point, it's just getting annoying. It's the same rinse and repeat stuff with him each and every single pay-per-view. All right? You have him going up against Baron Corbin tonight, and I don't even want to look at the screen. I don't want to look at the screen at all. The match sucked. The way the match ended is, Strowman speared, he hit a running power slam on Corbin, threw a table in one of the corners of the ring, and as he's about to go for the pin, Drew McIntyre comes out with a chair, and then Bobby Lashley hits Strowman with a chair from behind, and then all 3 men then attack are attacking Strowman together. This fraction between Lashley, McIntyre, and Strowman has no name, but they get steel steps, and then they get 2 tables, one on top of another, and they hit a power bomb, a triple power bomb, the same way the Shield does it. All right. Even Michael mentioned this is a power bomb that looks very familiar, but not in the right way because it wasn't the Shield doing it, and they hit it on Strowman, and then Corbin goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Corbin defeats Strowman. And honestly, I didn't think about it all. I completely forgot completely forgot that this match was no disqualification, and that could be last week backtrack to get involved. All right, I thought Strowman was just gonna win. I thought this was gonna be, your intermission. This was just gonna be a quick 5 minute squash out. I think this went over 10 minutes, and I could not care at all. Braun Strowman has fallen so hard. I don't care about Baron Corbin. He's already on Get Off My TV. Strowman's about to be there. Strowman's this close at this point to being on Get Off My TV territory. I can't stand Braun Strowman, man. You want to send the SmackDown the Superstar Shakeup and give him a new maybe give him a fresh start. Do it. But at this point, I don't even know if him going on SmackDown Live is gonna help. The guy, he's a waste at this point. He's becoming more and more a big man waste. WWE really missed the ball when they should have made him champion back at No Mercy in 2016. 2017 against Lesnar. Ever since they did it, the guy's just been slowly falling. And now it's at the point where I really don't care about Braun Strowman anymore. Just seeing him tonight, I'm just like, I don't care. I really don't care. All right. Like, this was a waste. This match should have never been on the card. To be honest, Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin should have been on the pre-show, and you should have had the cruiserweight match between Buddy Murphy and Akira Tozawa on the main show, because the way the cruiserweights have been doing at pay-per-views, no matter if they're on the card or on the pre-show, they've been killing it. You don't need these dumbass matches between Strowman and Corbin, feuds that we just don't care about, honestly. Next time, if the cruiserweight title match was on this show and Strowman and Corbin were on the pre-show, I might have said this. I might be saying this would have been the best pay-per-view, the best main roster pay-per-view in the last, maybe the last year. To be honest, the cruiserweight match, I suggest if you guys didn't see the pre-show, go back and watch that match between Buddy Murphy and Akira Tozawa. Buddy Murphy is quickly becoming one of my favorite performers in the entire company. The way he's transcended himself since becoming a cruiserweight champion has been absolutely amazing, and I love it. But back Strowman, man, I just don't care for him right now. I don't care what he's gonna do at Mania at this point. I don't even know. I don't think he deserves a match at Mania, to be honest with you. He'll probably get one. Maybe they'll do like a 3-on-1 handicap or some crap like that. I don't know. But I'm at the point now where I just don't care about Braun Strowman. All right, that's just the honest truth. Last thing, we got the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber match. Daniel Bryan defending his title against Kofi Kingston, Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles. All right, and real quick, I just want to mention this. I've been a Kofi Kingston fan since 2008. I've been a Kofi Kingston fan since way back when I was in middle school, and I would have to sneak downstairs at 10:30 at night to watch Monday Night Raw because my parents didn't want me watching wrestling because they felt like it was too violent, and because I had bedtime and I had school in the morning, and they wouldn't want me to stay up. All right. But, I was a huge fan of Kofi Kingston back in the day, back when he was feuding with Randy Orton. And I talk about this all the time with my friend. I love what they're doing with Kofi Kingston. And I wish, he was a replacement for Mustafa Ali. All right. But, the way Kofi Kingston has performed in the last week, he's proving that he should have been in that match all along. And honestly, after tonight, what we saw tonight, I really think I want to see Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. I'm saying that not only as a Kofi Kingston fan, but as a wrestling fan. It is right. What they're doing with Kofi Kingston is similar in a way to what they did with Daniel Bryan back in 2014. And it's so ironic. And I know what you guys are saying, oh yeah, Kofi Kingston was not supposed to be in that match, right? Yes, I agree with you. It should have been Mustafa Ali. But SmackDown Live, they always say SmackDown Live, the land of opportunity. Taking your opportunities and making the most of them. What Kofi Kingston has done in the last week, all right? This is a guy who's had maybe less than 5 WWE championship opportunities in the whole time he's been in the WWE. He's one of the most experienced veterans in the entire locker room. All right, the guy's probably had less than 5 WWE Championship opportunities in his whole career, and the guy in 1 week time had made a believer, and now he's one of the most over stars in the entire company. All right, what they did in the last week, they have turned Kofi Kingston from just a member of the New Day into one of the top baby faces in the entire company. He has proven himself to be a main eventer, something I have known for years now. All right, I have known this for years. I've been saying Kofi Kingston needs to win a world championship before the end of his career. People are saying, oh yeah, Daniel Bryan, we need to find him a legit WrestleMania opponent. You have your WrestleMania opponent in Kofi Kingston. He showed that tonight. All right, but let's talk about the match a little bit. So Daniel Bryan comes out and he's cutting a promo. He said he's unhappy. What he's doing is saving the world. All right. But it's not right that he, being the WWE champion, has to start off the match. This, that. And he starts off the match with Samoa Joe. And I feel bad for Samoa Joe. The guy is a freaking beast. And WWE always has to make him look expandable. The guy is one of the best promos in the entire company. He's one of the best performers in the entire company. And the fact, and I keep saying this over and over again, the fact that Samoa Joe hasn't won a championship in WWE is an absolute disgrace. It is a disgrace. I don't understand why he hasn't won one. All right. It should have been Daniel Bryan versus Jeff Hardy to start off this match, not Samoa Joe. All right. But the reason why they did that way is because, Kofi Kingston in the gauntlet match defeated Daniel Bryan first, then Joe, then Hardy. That's the reason why the order went the way it did. All right. But still, it makes absolutely zero sense. All right. Why Samoa Joe was the first one eliminated. All right, what happens is him and Daniel Bryan, and they had some nasty chops. If you look at the chests of both Samoa Joe and Daniel Bryan, man, they're going to be feeling that in the morning. Right? They're going to be feeling sore as hell. Man, the chops, you're going to hear it. You're going to hear it miles and miles away. Those chops were loud. Let's just leave it at that. They were some loud-ass chants. All right? Chops. And basically, what happens is Kofi Kingston came out third. Came on Momentum, and I forget was it Kofi that eliminated? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was Kofi that eliminated. I can't really remember. I do know Samoa Joe was the first one to get eliminated. But I don't remember if it was Kofi or Daniel. I can't remember. But what happened is then AJ Styles came out fourth, and after Joe had got eliminated, Oh, no, AJ Styles, yeah. AJ Styles hit a phenomenal forearm on Samoa Joe. That's how Joe got eliminated. And then Jeff Hardy came in after Styles, and Hardy hit a swanton bomb on Daniel Bryan from the top of one of the chamber pods, right on Daniel Bryan's back. I mean, not Daniel Bryan's back. He hit on Styles. It was either Styles or Kofi. I'm getting all my names mixed up. But Hardy hit a swanton bomb on top of one of the pods to the back guy, to, I believe, Styles. And then, he gets up and then runs right into a running knee from Daniel Bryan. 1, 2, 3, Hardy is eliminated. Randy Orton then comes in last, and then he hit an amazing RKO. I say this all the time. Randy Orton is one of my favorites of all time. And the fact that after all these years, he's still finding more and more unique ways to hit the RKO. So Styles is going for a phenomenal forearm, but Orton catches him before Styles even jumps off the apron. And then he just, does like a walking in a way RKO, just takes Styles off the rope and just hits an RKO. It was pretty damn incredible. Go back and watch it. And that leaves Kingston, Orton, and Bryan. Then Kofi hits Trouble in Paradise on Orton. 1, 2, 3. Orton's eliminated, leaving Kofi and Daniel as the last two. Just like I said in my prediction video. And once again, the crowd's chanting Kofi. Twitter's going absolutely crazy. And the fact of what they've done with Kofi Kingston in the last week, in just 1 week, is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's so ironic, as I said, back in 2014 when Daniel Bryan was facing the Authority and everybody wanted Daniel Bryan to win the championship. All right. And it looks like Daniel Bryan, the ultimate underdog, was never going to win it. And he did it. What's ironic, now in 2019, Daniel Bryan being a heel, being one of the more hated guys in the WWE, one of the best heels in the entire company. Now people are wanting him to lose his WWE championship to Kofi Kingston, who is being looked at as the ultimate underdog. And then Bryan and Kofi went back and forth for 10 minutes. Bryan's hitting kicks, the crowd chanting no. Kofi's hitting kicks, and the crowd's chanting yes. Absolutely incredible. Kofi hit a SOS 1, 2 at 2 and 3/4. Bryan kicks out. The crowd absolutely stunned. All right, Kofi hits a Trouble in Paradise 1, 2. Bryan kicks out. Bryan puts Kofi in the your belt, the AKA the yes lock, basically the yes lock. Kofi was in it for like a minute, and then finally on pure generation alone, basically using the crowd as his backbone, was able to get to the ropes and hold on. Bryan and Daniel are fighting on top of one of the pods, slamming each other into like one of the plastic posts. And basically what happened is Kofi pushes Daniel off, and then he goes for a huge splash, but Bryan rolls out at the last minute. Then Bryan goes and hits one more running knee. 1, 2, 3. Daniel Bryan retains the WWE Championship. Bryan then celebrates outside the chamber, outside the ring with Eric Rowan, and they leave. But then the New Day, Xavier Woods and Big E come out to pick up Kofi Kingston. And then the whole crowd is chanting Kofi, thank you, Kofi. We're all clapping our hands. And then once again, this is see how far Kofi Kingston has been able to come. He's proven himself. He's the main eventer after tonight. He's the main eventer after tonight. I'm saying right now, if WWE doesn't find, a legit contender for Daniel Bryan for WrestleMania, you have your contender right there with Kofi Kingston. The crowds, behind him, they want to see him win. It was absolutely incredible what I saw tonight. It started with the gauntlet match, and continuing tonight, Kofi Kingston may be the most over babyface in the entire company. He may be more over than Becky Lynch at this point. He may be, but we'll have to wait and see. There was rumors that we could see Daniel Bryan versus Shawn Michaels, and no, I don't think so. The only way this works is if we have Daniel Bryan go up against Kofi Kingston at Mania. Unless you have something better, that's the way you should go. Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston at Mania. I believe personally, Kofi deserves it. He should be the guy to take the title off of Daniel Bryan. The story is there, right? You can have Eric Rowan. I don't know if Luke Harper is ready to come back yet. Or you could have like a heel Bray Wyatt get involved. There are some rumors saying that we could see Bray Wyatt come back as a babyface and be the one. I wouldn't mind that. But I think, when you look at your landscape of opponents, Bray Wyatt and Kofi Kingston, those would be the two biggest options to face Bryan at Mania. Remember, we also have Fastlane. We have Fastlane coming up in just a couple weeks in March. We're still 7 weeks away from Mania. So there's plenty of time, but WWE needs to really start, get the ball rolling on finding a contender for Bryan at Mania. And I'm saying if they don't have anybody, Kofi Kingston, after what he's proven the last week, is the perfect guy for the job. Perfect guy for the job. Other than that, that's about all I got for you guys today. That's my thoughts on the Elimination Chamber. It was a good show. It does have a couple issues here and there. Overall, good show. I'm very happy. Sasha Banks and Bayley becoming the women's tag team titles. Kofi Kingston putting on a show. Finn Balor getting gold. The Usos becoming tag team champions again. It was a good show. It was a good show with a couple, just a couple couple negatives here and there. Overall, good show. Great job by WWE. Hopefully, they can ride this momentum into giving us a decent Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. We'll have to wait and see because we all know WWE. Let's be serious. Raw is probably going to be trash as usual, but we'll deal with that tomorrow night. I'll be back here tomorrow night with your Monday Night Raw review. I'll also be here on Tuesday for a SmackDown Live review, so make sure you guys come here. Check that out. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Let me know in the comment section what were your thoughts on the Elimination Chamber and how you guys see this all playing out with WrestleMania. Also the links in the description. Follow me on social media. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Other than that, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed the show once again. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day, guys. Peace.